is another phenomenon which also astonished me is throughout my investigation here, I found out the upper classes are more aligned, their politics, their taste, their financial interests aligned with international business. So if you are, say, investment banker, you live, think, make money the same way of your peers in, well, Beijing, Shanghai, Moscow, Cairo, to Dubai, doesn't matter. And they have so little in common with the ordinary folks. They have more in common internationally. And this is really astonishing. And I want to listen to your take.
The increasing identification that the American upper class has with the upper class of other countries is brand new. I mean, we've always had in the United States a very small elite in New York City and in Boston who were internationally minded, and they would go to London and they would take the European tour. Yeah, that was a tiny portion of the American population. The wealthy and powerful people in America historically have identified themselves first and foremost with being American. And they have taken pride historically in having their own roots in farming America, in working class America, in middle class America. That's been our tradition, and it isn't anymore. The person who works for a company now which makes any product is likely to be engaged in a multinational corporation where his colleagues, his friends, are from all over the world. The CEO of the company may very well now be a person from another part of the world. And the American executive in that company may very well have grown up in an upper middle class family where that's the only world he's ever known. It is a segregated, isolated, new upper class that has more in common with other people like them around the world than they have with an American truck driver.
This is also my thought. I want your criticism on this. And I've been looking at different countries and different places. You see the upper classes, they all globalization. Well, I know China quite well. Went to China to investigate a lot. You see all the investment bankers and finance and all the upper classes, environmental group, they all align together and they move their capital wherever they want to. They all leave their fellow countrymen, working classes behind. That's how I saw it. And well, in China, what we saw is the same thing. And in the industrial area, lots of industries are moved to Vietnam, to Africa, to different places. And working classes there were very angry as well. In Middle East, you also see the same thing, and I think that's, well, part of the rise of ISIS. You see a lot of that, which remind me the communists in Yan'an, for example, frankly speaking. Do you think this kind of phenomenon will lead to a revolutionary situation?
What all of this means is not revolution, I don't think. I think it means the end of America as it historically was. I mean, what made America unique was its civic culture. Let me give you an example from my own life. I grew up in Newton, Iowa, 15,000 people, and it was formerly the home of the Maytag company, which made washing machines. It was a big company, but the company was in Newton, Iowa. The offices for the executives were there, and right across the street was the factory. Fred Maytag, the owner of the company, the president of the company, lived 2 blocks from me, and my father was an executive, but he was middle level. He was not a senior executive. And the person who lived next door to Fred Maytag was the sheriff of the county, and his wife gave piano lessons. So the Maytag family was engaged in the town. They built a park. They gave scholarships. They made sure that the smokestacks in the plant were were screened so that they didn't create smoke bothering the town. They were good citizens, and the company made money, it made a profit, but it was deeply embedded in the life of the town. That was not unusual. That was true of many, many towns in the United States. Now that's gone. And the connection that the upper class has with daily life in ordinary America has just about disappeared.